them scientists, clever people, made the different bits that made the robot. Now, I want to ask you this question. Is the robot more complicated than a human being, or is the human being more complicated than the robot? What would you say, sir?
Human being.
A human being is more complicated than a robot, isn't it? Because it took a human being to make the robot. Now, can I ask you this? Why would you ever believe that, and you get this at school in our country, why would you ever believe that you can come from a simple cell to advanced? Because it's totally impossible. You see, if you need minds, these are university minds, to make the robot, you definitely need minds to make, let's say, a heart, or a leg, or a head, or a brain. You definitely need a greater mind to make a human being. And ladies and gentlemen, in our country, loads of people are believing a myth, and they never check it out. But they'll hang on to it, but they never check it out. And that's why atheists are totally up the creek. They haven't a clue where we've come from. They haven't a clue where we're going. And if you said, what's morality? They're all stuck, because nobody's got a definition if you're an atheist. If you think murder's wrong, why is it wrong? If you're only an animal, why is murder wrong? If you're only an animal, why is cheating wrong? If you're only an animal, why is fighting wrong? Why is violence wrong? If you're an animal. See, it's nonsense of atheism. But millions of people don't think. We go through a British education system, you're told you're an animal, and do you know what happens? People behave like animals, and then they say, oh, that's wrong. Well, why is it wrong? Why is it wrong if somebody shoots somebody? It's only wrong if you've got a commandment that says thou shalt not kill or murder. And that's what the Christian faith says. You shall not murder. But ladies and gentlemen, if you need all these brains from these universities to make a simple robot, you definitely need a greater mind to make a human being. And that's why you can know there is a God.